Keeping it here on Everyday Kentucky. So there are plenty of fun holiday events happening in Winchester, my new hometown, starting with tonight's old-fashioned Christmas parade. And joining us this morning to tell us more is Mink Frazer from Clark County Farm Bureau. So good to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we were talking about how things kind of switched up in Winchester this year. Normally the parade's the first weekend in December.
It's usually the first Saturday. I think lots of people maybe, I don't think people like congregated to the town, to like the street or anything, but I think lots of people thought it was going to be then, and Winchester had kind of decided not to have a parade this year.
But you were like, that's not acceptable.
No, that was not okay. I have a 4- and 6-year-old little boys, and last year we didn't have our parade due to COVID, and so I did some talking around, like, what is the reason? Like, why are we not having one? They're like, no one wanted to plan it. So I sent out, it's sort of a joke now, but I watch a lot of Hallmark Christmas movies. And so I sent out a text to a few friends saying like, hey, you want to help me make a Hallmark Christmas movie miracle happen? And they're like, I'm afraid to say yes. Like, but what are you talking about? And I'm like, they do it so easily in the Hallmark movies. Like,
how hard can it be?
Something happens in 2 weeks that they all come together, the community, they all rally together, and they pull off this amazing thing. And so we've done it. Like, it's going to happen tonight at 6 p.m. on Main Street, and it's going to be a continuous parade. Usually there's all this judging and fees to enter and all this stuff, and we're stripping that down, and that's why I'm just saying it's an old-fashioned Christmas parade. It's just something meant to bring joy to the community. The kids can enjoy it, and then something special that we're doing after it is we're going back down to Depot Street where the new A Better Brewing Company is, and Santa Claus is going to be down there. There's going to be a hot cocoa station and several of the different floats and things so kids can actually go up close to them and see the floats. But they'll be able to get a picture with Santa Claus, check out the new brewery. There'll be some food trucks. So it's just a fun thing to do on a Tuesday night when you're usually at home because it's dark at 5 o'clock now.
I am amazed that you managed to pull this off so quickly. How was the response? I mean, obviously you had a lot of people step up.
Yeah, so usually, you know, there's always people's opinions out there. There's some good and some bad, and we've heard nothing bad. Even if it's on a Tuesday night, that's the one thing people are like, I don't understand that. And at first I was like, well, here's the thing. When we decided to do this, basically like Thanksgiving week, everything had already been planned out for Christmas. All the weekends were kind of designated. We didn't want to step on anybody else's toes. So we decided for a Tuesday night. That's what worked for our little committee that we've put together. And so we're really excited to just kind of have this fun community event, kind of get back to some normalcy. We're excited, and we're encouraging everybody, you know, space out. It's from Depot Street all the way down to Lexington Avenue. There's several blocks there that people can spread out. You're not going to be missing like a performance or anything around the courthouse. It's just, we want everybody to come and have a really good time and be safe about it.
Absolutely. And I think people, you know, they kind of took it for granted until last year. And then you realize how much you miss these events and what makes a community a community.
Right. And you don't need all that extra fluff of the performances and all this, like, I think everybody's just grateful that there's a parade happening.
Yeah.
And there's always something fun happening in Winchester, though. Like, I hope you, being a new resident of Clark County, I was born and raised there, and I love Winchester. You know, introducing me with Clark County Farm Bureau, I always do a Funchester post on my Facebook page because everybody's like, oh, there's nothing happening in Winchester. I'm like, I'm going to prove you wrong. There's a list of 20 things here that you can do, whether you're going down to A Better Brewing Company. They're having their night market, their last Christmas night market this Saturday. Whether you're going out to Harkness Edwards Vineyards to do like a cookie decorating class and wine tasting, or I mean, there's so many things downtown too that like painting for kids, and there's just something for everybody. You just kind of have to look for it or go to my Facebook page and I'll tell you what else is going on.
Exactly. You've done all the work for us.
I've done all the work.
And we love that. So I'm going to call Jim Caldwell and we're going to try to make it down tonight because it sounds like a blast.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Everybody join us at 6 p.m.
Thanks so much for coming. And thanks